name is Adriana Gascoigne. I am here at the beautiful Clift Hotel in San Francisco, and I'm here with Skip. He's the owner, founder of...
The Internet Oltimers? That would be Tom Hespos. Giant Head.
So tell me a little bit about your organization. What is it that you do?
Well, the Internet Oltimers is basically a group of executives who've had at least 10 years in the industry, all with titles of VP or higher, who basically get together on a social basis and then try to go out and expand the industry.
Great, great. And so what compelled you to have this party tonight?
Well, everybody basically interacts through sort of a blog and also through an email listserv that we've got, but they very rarely actually see each other face to face because they're scattered. You know, we have people here from London and from all over the world, basically. And so these socials are important because oftentimes they've met for 3 or 4 years in communications, had arguments, and all these things. And when they walk in the room here and look at the name tag that they've got on and go, "It's Bob so-and-so," you know, there's all this history. It's the best party in that particular kind of sense. It's not like you walk into a room with all these people who have name tags on and you're trying to do business. Everyone's here specifically because they have people they want to meet, people they already know, long-term relationships, even though they've never seen each other's face.
So why do you think it's important to have a presence at the AdTech conference?
AdTech, you know, we all know it's one of the biggest trade shows with regard to advertising and technology put together. And I think with the way things are going right now in the industry, we're seeing that slow convergence of all the traditional medias over into the internet space at the exact same time. The one thing the traditional media still aren't grasping is the technology side, the reporting, the analytics, all of those important factors. And right now what I'm seeing are large advertising agencies beginning to try to push the internet back into the traditional media model. Let's ignore all these statistics that we've got. Let's ignore all this stuff that we could use. And instead, we'll treat it just like print again, like we're back in 1996. And the people in this room, a lot of whom own analytics companies and a lot of interactive agencies, know that's the wrong way to go. So if we don't sort of unite our voice at a place like AdTech to then walk back out and say, in reality, the internet needs to be its own unique thing, and if you're going to try to merge to it, you need to use our statistics and our methods instead of yours, it's never going to happen.
So how do you think advertising will evolve within the next few years?
I think several things are going to happen. The first thing is there's been a lot of talk about one-on-one advertising and that every ad is going to be spaced just to you as an individual. I think there may be some of that, but I think the biggest thing that's actually going to start to come through the stuff is that we're going to have better reporting as to what is actually effective. We're going to be able to actually see that an individual has gone through to a sale. We're going to be able to see that an individual has walked into your store. As they start doing things like right now, you can pick up your cell phone, and if you lose it, you can find out where your cell phone is. It will call you and use a GPS and tell you where your phone is. So if we have that technology, we can also know what stores people go to. We can know the different venues that they actually walk through. So I think all that stuff's going to slowly start getting tied together just to better reporting. I think the key to everything is actually on the reporting side.
So how does monetization differ from online and print advertising?
How do you mean?
Just like, you know, do you think it's going to decrease or increase, or?
You know, no, there's never any advertising industry that dies. You know, radio is still radio, and print is still print, and newspapers are still newspaper, and they all serve their own purpose. And I don't think that it's going to be one of these things where one sort of vastly takes over the other. The internet serves its own little niche of the whole world, and I think it's going to have its piece. So yeah, we're going to make more money, more cash is going to come this way. It's going to take some things away from the other stuff. But I think there's room for all of those industries to still be there, and they all serve their particular places.
Well, thanks so much. It was a pleasure speaking with you. And thanks for inviting us to your party.
No problem.
And I'm here with Julian Brass from Engage.com. How are you doing today?
I'm doing very well, thank you. How are you doing?
Great. So, Julian, tell us a little bit about your company. What do you do?
Well, I run the marketing over at Engage.com, Adrienne, and basically Engage is social networking meets online dating.
Very cool. So there's so much competition in this space. I mean, Match.com, eHarmony.com. How are you going to stay ahead of the game?
Well, and a lot of those sites are kind of going at it alone, whereas at Engage, your friends are helping you find somebody, and that's our niche right there.
So what do you mean by that?
I mean, basically, you can be in a relationship. You can be married, engaged, taken, whatever. Not want to meet anybody even.
So have affairs with other people?
No, we're not looking for that, actually. We're going to try to stay away from that. However, if you are taken, you can go online. Now you can be a matchmaker. So pretty much you're playing wingman or wingwoman for your friends.
Very cool. And who started this idea? How did it come about?
There's been a lot of research put into it, and we've got a great team of founders, great board of directors behind us, and basically, it's been a lot of thought that goes into it. It's like, let me give you an example, okay?
Okay.
You're at a bar, okay? You see a gorgeous woman cross the street, all right? Across the street, across at the bar, and you're a man, okay? So most guys, you know, this is not me, but most guys, you know, they'll see a woman and they'll be like, wow, I would love to meet her. Maybe they've never seen her, know nothing about her. They'll go up to her and they'll go, hey, my name's Bob, how are you? Odds are, unless it looks like Brad Pitt, she's gonna go, who are you? Okay? He's going at it all alone. Whereas, what if I was friends with Bob and I went up to this woman and I was like, hey, listen, I've got a friend. His name is Bob. He's got a great job. Everybody loves him. And he's a pretty good looking guy. Do you want to meet him? You probably say,
maybe I want to meet this Bob fellow.
And I would say, let me make an introduction. And that's how we do it on Engage.com.
Okay, so on a granular level, how do you really promote your product? How do you let people know you're out there?
Well, luckily we've gotten a lot of buzz and a lot of word of mouth and a lot of virality is happening right now. However, we're not even in 2.0 yet. So the product you see right now, it's great. But when you see 2.0, it's just out of this world. It's killer.
Hi again, we are here at the Oltimers party, and I'm here with Teresa from
TangoDiva.com.
Tell us a little bit about your organization. What is it that you do?
So TangoDiva.com is an online travel network of women around the world. We've got over 5,000 women, and what we do is really, it's a big social network so women can connect with each other. So say if you're going to Barcelona, you can connect with somebody else who's living in Barcelona or traveling to Barcelona.
Very cool. So is it just a very trusting network of women that just want to like travel and live with people and just have a very inexpensive way to get around? Or
Well, I wouldn't say it would be inexpensive per se, but you know, as you know, women travel different than men, right? So basically what we do is give travel advice for women, especially women who are going to be traveling by themselves, business women, or women that are like, you know what, screw it, I'm leaving the man at home and I'm going to Paris.
yeah, exactly. So how long have you been around, and how do you hope the company evolves?
Okay, so we've been around for 4 years, and how do I hope the company evolves? Well, I wrote a book, which was published by Part1, which is Penguin, and basically I wanted to evolve to a place where women are like totally comfortable with connecting with each other around the world. Like Tango Diva is the icon. So, are you a member of Tango Diva? Go online, check out the other members, and connect, and go travel.
So how did you come up with the name? Because when I hear Tango Diva, flying and traveling doesn't come to mind.
Oh, but wait till you hear. So Tango is the phonetic letter for T. So I became a pilot. I learned how to fly planes, and my book's called Fly Solo. So Tango is the phonetic letter for T, so Alpha, Bravo, Charlie.
Yeah.
And Diva is actually the goddess of divine wisdom in Latin. So Tango Diva is the goddess of travel wisdom. You know, you can picture her like looking after your trips and making sure you're cool and
Very
taken care of. Yeah.
Very cool. So right now, how many users do you have currently?
So we've got 5,000 members, and then our email list. So we send out an email every 2 weeks that tells people what's going on, great little events, great sales specials around the world. So we've got over 20,000 people on that, and then we get around 50,000 visitors a month. So it's still small, still boutique-y. You know, it's like going to a really cool boutique hotel in London still, which I really love.
Very cool. So do you wear this wonderful outfit everywhere you go?
No, the next party I'll meet you at, I'll look totally different.
Oh, wonderful. But do you have a flight theme, an airline theme?
Well, no, actually, this hat I got in Berlin, and it was, it's the Russian hat from East Berlin that was given after the Russians took over East Berlin after the Second World War, when the Berlin Wall came up, and I really have a big affinity with the Berlin Wall, the whole separation. Yeah, so basically this represents something that wasn't freedom, but it was an ideology that they thought that was correct.
Great. Well, you look fantastic. Thanks so much, and we wish Tango Diva the best of luck in the world.
Thank you.